Well, hello everyone and welcome to Diamond Art with Del. I am at the last little section of the Woman in Gold diamond painting. This is a huge diamond painting and it's absolutely beautiful. Some of the beads in it is amazing. I've got all sorts of things, like these beautiful silver ones, these ABs and so forth, you know, a little splash of blues and reds. So I've got this last little section here to do, and I'm going to do that one as a little bit of a time lapse for you guys to enjoy and finally get to see this painting finished. It's been ages working on it, and yeah, I'm really keen to see this one done. I'm hoping I've got enough beads and so forth, because this is it. This is all I have left of the colors. So this is number 9, or a symbol little tick basically, and I've still got lots and lots to do in here. So yeah, I'm hoping that's all I have left, so all I need to do. The same with number 10, which is a symbol equal sign. Again, we've only got a little bit left to do, but I'm hoping, you know, I've got plenty of drills. That's all I've got left. So yeah, this is kind of exciting and also a little bit concerning at the same time, because I'm nearly down to the last little bit of my drills. There were so many in this pack, unreal. So I've been using one of these little half circle divider trays, and I find them really, really good for especially projects like this where you're using these, oh, what is it, 6 colors basically I've got here, and they're very continuous throughout the painting. So I've just been refilling this up over and over again, and I've just got some little sticky tags there, and they've got the symbols on the top of them, so I can just keep refilling that up and just referring to my chart over here. So there we go. So that's how I've been working this one up. I'm getting down to the last bit of it now, of course. So I'm getting very excited to finish it. I've also been using some of my other bigger trays for some of the simple colors like red, which has just been these guys. So they're not commonly all over the place, but of the painting, but they have got a very prominent appearance here in this part of it. So, you know, I use this tray for that. And then I have my gold, which has been sitting in this tray for pretty much the whole journey. And yeah, everywhere I go throughout this diamond painting, this beautiful gold drill has been placed pretty much everywhere. It's absolutely wonderful how much beautiful gold pieces like this area. It's just completely beautiful mesh up of that and the brown, so it gives it beautiful shine. So we're going to finish this last little section, as you can see there. So hopefully it doesn't take me too long to time lapse up, but we will definitely find out shortly. So most of this one has had some really good glue. I've had a couple of little spots, honestly, where it's been shiny and slippery. So I've got a bit of the Diamond Dotz glue. I've just had to dab on it here and there. It's just been a couple of little spots, so I've just been using that as well. And I've just been applying just a small little bit of that in some of those sections that are a little bit shiny and smooth, and just let that dry. Sometimes I let it dry overnight and come back to it the next day, whatever, and just make sure it dries clear, and then I can go back to what I'm doing. So we might have to take that cover off, because I'm hoping I don't need it again. And we're going to get stuck into this. So enjoy the process. I'll be using my lovely big sparkly pen for this one. And yeah, we're going to get this one finished in this video, and I can show you the end result of this gorgeous, beautiful diamond painting. Diamond Dotz, Woman in Gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, let's get to painting. Okay, we have come to this stage. All right. Okay, guys, this is it. It is finally finished after months and months. Literally, I've been working on this one on and off for over at least the last 6 months. A bit more steadier space there I did for a couple of months, and then I sort of dropped back. Had a bit of, I suppose, you know, I've had some things going on in the family which has pushed me back off my time to be able to do a lot of this stuff. But that's okay. We're getting back on track, so hopefully I'll be able to keep going a bit more. But this is the big reveal. Now, you just seen all the time lapse and a little bit of issues I may have had with this one. This is a diamond Dotz canvas, so I was kind of surprised I had this actual couple of little hiccups, problems I had through finishing off this diamond painting. So firstly, I'm going to show you for the first time since I've been working on it. This is going to be the first time in a long time that I've actually rolled it out, because as I was working on it, I've actually been rolling up the far end, and now it's completed, I've actually just rolled up that last little bit, and that's it. So now this is going to be the first time I'm going to unroll it, and I'm going to see it for the first time completed and fully flat out and rolled out, I should say. And yeah, that's going to be pretty exciting. And then I'm going to just talk to you about a couple of the issues I had. That's sort of been explained a bit in that time lapse, but anyway. Because it is such a long canvas, I'm really trying to debate whether to just go this way and scoop it through. That might work, and then I can show you on its side. Okay, big reveal. This is the Woman in Gold by Klimt Diamond Dots canvas. It is a huge canvas, and we'll get into those specs in a moment. But we are going to reveal a fully finished piece. It's going to look absolutely gorgeous. I just know it will. Just taking my little clips out. Wow. Oof. As I said, it won't fit on this table. Holy Moses, that is gorgeous. First time unrolling since, for a long time anyway. And I'm going right off the table right now. That gives you some idea. Just going to move my clips to the side. I'm just going to put it this way, see if I can actually show you how big this is. There we go. This is probably as good as it's going to get with the table space I have to record it at the moment. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I can feel a loose one. Hopefully that's just something that's fallen into the group, not came off. But I will have to check it all, of course, because it's been rolled. I did roll, of course, as you see, with the drills facing out. But yeah, sometimes they just sort of fall into the grooves, I think. But yeah, that is beautiful. This thing is super sparkly, like shiny. Oh, it's heavy. It's really got some weight to it too. But this is definitely, I think this must be the biggest one I've done yet. This design size is 67 by 91 centimeters, which is 26.4 by 35.8 inches. The fabric itself is actually 75 by 99 centimeters, making that 29.5 by 39 inches. So it is a really huge canvas. Now this section here of her face and her skin and everything like that is not drilled. This is just print, but the rest is completely covered in drills. And I'm just going to grab the box and give you another recap. So number of colours was 34, and the dot count for this was 70,800. So that's this one, Woman in Gold by Klimt. Advanced Expert. It is a huge kit. Yeah, so that's pretty much it at the moment. I will have to actually make a frame for this one because it's not of, well, at least not traditional frame sizes for anything around here. So I'm not sure why Diamond Dotz has these particular sizes with their canvases, whether it's just where they printed. It's a standard size for framing. I don't know. But anyway, that is it. That's beautiful, isn't it? And definitely going to get its own special frame and putting that one up later on. Now, this one, as I said, was 34 colours. Some of them are these beautiful big special drills. They were a lot of fun putting on those when you got to some of these really lovely big pieces. Quite a lot of nice gems around her face here and on her scarf, in her jewellery. Also in the dress, these long oblong sort of shape ones. So even though this image has a lot of tans and yellows and so forth, it has the actual metallic gold drill pretty much all the way through. It's like, other than her hair and a little bit around this grey part of her dress, etc., you have that gold pretty much all the way through. And I've got this beautiful AB drill as well. It's very prominent in the design in this swirl. So it's beautiful and sparkly. I mean, you cannot get... I don't think there's another sparkly, shiny one around. Probably there is, but I don't think I can think of one right now. But it's absolutely stunning. I'm in love with it. I love it. I'm so glad I finally got it done. It took me forever, but, you know, that doesn't matter as long as I get there. Now, I'm just going to bring it back around this way. And we'll probably even have a bit of a close look at it in a moment. But I just wanted to quickly just talk to you a little bit about some of the problems I had just with this last section. Became this section because this is what I left, as you see in the time lapse. This is last. Now, I actually had no real big problems throughout most of the canvas. There was mostly fine. There was one or two spots here, there, or whatnot, where a little bit of the glue was slippery. So I added a little bit of the Diamond Dotz glue that fixed that problem up. That's fine. But the dilemma came when I actually ran out of drills to finish this part here. So I'll just zoom in a little bit. So this section here, one of the drills, which was the symbol, it was a cross symbol, and for Diamond Dotz that was 8305. I actually ran out completely of that colour, so I had to try and source that elsewhere. I had a look at my stash. I didn't actually have that colour, and I had a look online and I couldn't actually source it at the time. So I was lucky enough to have a good friend that does diamond painting, Crystal Crafts with D, and she was able to assist me because she had her stash there of her drills and so forth. So she was able to get me some drills, which is awesome. So thank you very much for doing that. Now, the funny thing that we found that in her collection was, even though she had both of them and labelled them, they actually were kind of different colours, even though they're supposed to be Diamond Dotz. So we were having a look at them. It ended up being this darker colour that I needed, but we found it interesting that out of the two samples she had of the same code number, for whatever reason, they were a little bit different. But I was able to source some drills of the correct colour that suited the painting in the end, so I was able to finish that. So it's always handy to either maybe keep your drills or, you know, have someone that also enjoys diamond painting if you can't actually source them online. So yeah, shout out to Crystal Crafts with D. Thank you so much for sending those. That was very, very helpful. Yeah, thank you. Now, and the other problem, of course, with drills was when I got to near the end here, I actually ran out of the black, which in this case is 8001. I couldn't actually finish the drills. I actually had to source my own black drills out of my stash. Lucky for me, black's pretty common in most diamond paintings. So these ones are from my Diamond Dotz in the past, so I was able to use those and finish it off. But that's actually two colours in this kit that actually ran out before I could complete it, so I had to source them out elsewhere. So that's probably the two biggest the two biggest issues I had really was those two drills running out Obviously you don't want that happening with a canvas, but yeah, anyway, all in all, it's very, very beautiful. So those little problems aside, and I'll show you some of the drills, what I have got left. Mostly these are all pretty awesome. Oh, look at that, I just knocked one out. I was going to say mostly they seem to be staying on pretty well. I think I will have to give it a bit of a press down and roll because it's been sitting just, you know, in that loosely rolled state. There we go, click that one on there. Just to make sure it's nice and firm and in place and everything like that. But I haven't done that yet because I literally just finished it. So I'm pretty excited about that. It was enjoyable to work on, don't get me wrong. I really did like the process. Sometimes it was a bit hard to pick up like these A-B type colours a little bit, but just a bit of fresh wax and you're sort of right to go. So that's it. That is huge, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to put this way. There is lots and lots of special drills in this one, and I think we'll go through it all. Look at all that beautiful patterns. Absolutely stunning, isn't it? Rightio, just a quick recap of all the drills and things and the little issues. Now, this one here is the tray I was using, this half wheel. I found this really, really good for such a big painting because these particular 6 colours I was using over and over and over and over. So I could just keep refilling the wheel. I found that really handy. This one was one of the ones that actually ran out. That's the 8305. That ran out completely. And all I did was just use some pricing stickers or whatever I had around the place from markets. And I just wrote on there the little symbol so I could follow it along right from the get-go. And it was just simple. That saved me have to taking things in and out of containers and drills continuously. So that was a very, very handy tool. And that's what's left in the wheel. It's very easy to empty too, I found. You just got to clip them out individually and you can pour each colour. So if you do need to change throughout your diamond painting, you're not going to tip all the colours out because you've got these stoppers in there. Excellent. I thought it was a really cool tool. I've actually got some clear ones now, so I can use that for darker colours like purples, blacks, etc. that might be a bit harder to see in a purple base. Now this tray is from using the black from this kit, and this was a bit of the trashy rubbish stuff that I found in the base of the black, which is, I mean, black's commonly known for that, and that's just, I just kept that in there because of I think this was just in case I need to reference the black. So that's just to show you it was a Diamond Dotz kit, and I was just making sure I had the reference code number for some reason. But that's all those. Now out of all the colours, I just popped them in one of these trays. Now these are from, these containers are actually in the cases, these vials, but I find I can just leave it in this little foam, and I've got some drawers next to my desk so I can slip it in there like that. I've got to come back out a bit so you can see. I just sit it in the drawer next to my work area, and that way I can keep them in there. If you wanted to and you had multiple going, you could probably put labels on the front of the drawer to say which diamond painting it is or whatever, but because I was only using one in that space, it was fine. Yeah, so then I can just continue pulling them out from here. They're tucked away in the drawer. Left my desk space then open for me to work on my diamond painting because it's only a small desk. So yeah, that was a pretty handy way of doing things. They should stay in there hopefully. So no, you can't really see that way. I'll have to take them out. Most of the colours I had no issues with as far as the drills quality was fine. There wasn't any real damage or anything like that. And the colours are very vibrant and pretty. That's one of the reds that's in it. 2 was the black, as you can see, it's empty. I had a little dash of this purple, which is quite pretty here and there. This is a really navy blue. So yeah, the drills themselves were fine in quality, nice and sparkly and so forth. I don't recall any real issues with that. This is the gold. This is absolutely beautiful, this stuff. It's got the white backing and then it's got the really nice metallic shiny gold. So I've got quite a bit of that in there, so that could become handy in another project. whether it's a freestyle project or something I might want to add a little bit of bling to as I'm going along. You never know. Some more of the tans. You use these two colours constantly pretty much throughout the whole painting. There was tons and tons of bags, I know that much. That's number 11, which I'm surprised that did actually run out because there was quite a lot of bags. I thought of that one as well. 12, that's pretty much empty other than the couple left in the tray. Again with 13, that's empty here, so it's what's left in the tray for those colours as well. Which was 12 and 13, so it's those two colours. So what's left in these trays is what's left, nothing left in the vials, so they're getting down to the last of those. Some tans, of course, slightly more orange colours, some greys. So yeah, there wasn't a lot left of anything, like there wasn't a big amount of these other colours. Oh, that's that pretty AB. A little bit of that. Again, you could use that in a freestyle. Now this was a really pretty silver dome. I don't know if that's coming up very well, but that was quite a pretty drill to have. And I had some down in this section down lower here and another bit way up at the other end. But yeah, it's quite a pretty little drill, different texture to it. Some ABs are in here as well. I had a little bit of orange and yellow AB was in here as well. They were like the pearlized things up around her dress, around the edge of her dress there. I'll get up and have a look at that in a minute. Just want to not tip that over. So those ABs were just here. They're quite pretty in dress design. And then throughout I had these slightly bigger orangey yellow facets, some ABs. They were sort of scattered throughout fairly commonly. Some black. They were sort of coupled down the bottom, mostly around her neckline here and so forth, and her bracelet. And I also had these really beautiful big royal blue ones as well. And they seem to be predominantly around the top part of the painting, around the back of her face and around the side of her there. So they're a beautiful big blue drill. Again, I had some of these sort of little oblong ones. These are sort of all metallic-y colours, and they were here in her dress. And of course I had the large oblong green and golden colours as well, and they were really beautiful. And then of course you can see them quite well in the dress design as well. So yeah, beautiful, lots of interesting drills, etc. I said I'm really pleased I've actually done this now. It's taken me a very long time. I didn't want to rush it. I wanted to enjoy the process of getting this one done. And yeah, I did enjoy it. I'm just a little bit, I suppose it was a little bit disappointing running out of those couple of colours, so I couldn't finish as quickly as I wanted to, but that's okay. It got there in the end, and that's the main thing. So yeah, I'm very pleased with this one. It's a beautiful piece. This is Diamond Dotz, I said at the start there or somewhere, I'm sure, 100 times. But yeah, it's a really nice kit. I've had it in my stash for a while, so now the big choice is, which is the next Diamond Dot kit to take out and start. There's quite a few there to pick from, but I haven't decided whether I want to go really big, a framed one, a small one, or where I'm up to at the moment. But I think what I'll do is just have a bit of a look around and just figure out what I'm feeling. But for now, I'm very pleased to say Woman in Gold is complete, and her next stages will be to be framed and put on the wall. Gorgeous. I love this diamond painting. I'm very happy I'm finished with it. Yeah, it's beautiful colours. I love all the swirls and the design. So there we are. So I hope you enjoyed that. The last step, finalising bit of a time lapse and a review of how I got to this stage with this diamond painting. But it's been a good journey in all, and I'm really pleased with the end result. So thank you everyone for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, it's been a fantastic result in the end. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Links are in my bio if you'd like to support the channel there, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next videos. Bye bye.